Drew McIntyre, it was found to, Sara, you take the reins because you know more about this than I do.
Okay, so there's been a lot of talk about Drew McIntyre's contract status, I would say for months now, but especially around Mania, because the original report said that his contract ran out like right after WrestleMania, but that they extended it to keep him around for like 6 more weeks or so. So as of right now, the current report is saying that he is signed through till sometime in May, but that it actually expires before Clash at the Castle. So a lot of people were like, okay, there's no way he's not re-signing because like you're really gonna miss the pay-per-view in your home country, because a lot of people were thinking, because even Drew posted a picture of the Summer of Punk, like the blowing of the kiss thing. So people were like, oh, this is what's gonna happen. But then we're seeing that the reports are saying like he's not even scheduled to be there. So I really hope that they just get this figured out. I would like to believe that maybe people are just not being fed information that's accurate and that he has re-signed already, because this is it just reminds me like of the last time that we were talking about Drew's contract, and it became such a topic online that even Triple H discussed it in a press conference. And he was like, yeah, I think it was after Mania last year. And so I'm hoping that this is just the same situation, that we're just not in the know right now, because come on, like you cannot let this dude go, and you can't drop the ball on a potentially, I mean, I don't even know what to say, like legendary,
I would say generational feud.
Yeah, generational feud with CM Punk. Like you cannot leave us hanging. You can't be teasing us and then never let it happen,
No.
And I think most of us probably want to see him win at Clash in the Castle. Like,
no, this is his story. He doesn't win. He wins in front of the home crowd. Or let me go back a few steps. He wins in front of a crowd for the championship, that's what he wanted all along.
Well, he did that at Mania.
Because he didn't do it at Mania.
No, he did do it at Mania.
No. He didn't do it at Mania when he won after the Rumble. So he didn't have the moment. Then he goes to Mania, where we're at, has that moment, but then it's taken away from him. Well, what's more sweet than winning in front of a crowd for the first time? Well, how about you win in front of your home crowd?
Yeah.
And then that's what they're building to. And that's exactly what Becky was saying about seeing things through. There's a beginning, middle, and end. Like the middle was Mania.
Yeah.
The end is Scotland, Clash of the Castle. If you see this through, then it's you're invested. You want to see it. That's what I'm talking. Like that, it's not even a question if he's going to resign, because you have that, and you really think he's going to go to AEW. Like, where do you put him?
I don't think he'd go to AEW. I think he'd go to TNA. That's just because of his history there.
Bigger.
I know, and
he's bigger than TNA.
So Clash at the Castle isn't till June. So
really,
June 15th.
Ooh, that is late.
I know. I just looked it up because I was like, I swear it was in May.
I thought it was too.
No, Clash of the Castle in Scotland is June 15th. So
because Backlash is May, right?
Yeah, Backlash, and then isn't there a Saudi show in May? Also, I think there's a Saudi show.
I wouldn't be shocked about that.
Yeah, I think there is. Towards the end of the month. But yeah, I saw some people speculating too, like, oh, they decided to do this show in Scotland as a way to like keep Drew around. I'm like, guys, they don't just like plan that like a month in advance. Like that's not just like, oh, we want to try to convince this guy to stay. I just hope that, because we were talking about what Becky said with Triple H planning things, I would like to believe that he does have a plan for Drew, and it is a long-term plan, because if he doesn't, I don't necessarily blame Drew for potentially leaving or even entertaining the idea, because like, yeah, he could be a top guy, but I do think that he's doing the best work of his career and he deserves to be a champion at this point. And if you're not going to do that when the iron's hot, then what are we doing? Like, why would he stay?
Oh, yeah.
So
no, I don't even entertain. I don't even entertain the idea, because it just does not make sense to me at all for him to leave. even if he doesn't have a contract right now, there doesn't really need for it. There's no need for him to re-sign because one, he's in the middle of something, and two, there's no rush if you're not trying to leave.
Mhm.
Like it'll
Mhm.
get done when it gets done because you're content, you're happy, and
Yeah.
when you got a payoff that's pretty imminent in front of your home crowd, like
Mhm.
be patient, let it play
Yeah.
out.
It has to.